Here's a story with Tesla. Tesla Model 3 is becoming one of the more popular models for New York City yellow taxis. And this is a pretty big deal. So essentially what's been happening is Teslas have been becoming much more popular for taxis because of their efficiency. Because Teslas are much more efficient in terms of energy consumption, in terms of how much they cost to actually run when you're looking at it long term. They're a lot more efficient, cost a lot less money in the long term. So a lot of taxi companies and taxi drivers are opting to use Tesla Model 3s. And in October 2019, it was first reported that New York City Taxi and Limousine Commission, TLC, which oversees New York's taxi, their yellow cabs, they'd approved Tesla Model 3. That was in 2019, October. So just about now a year and a half ago, it was first approved. Now, the first Model 3 yellow cab hit the road in about October 2020. Now we're starting to see more and more of them in New York City, and we're probably going to see these more around the U.S. as well. Other countries already have Teslas and already use Teslas for their cabs because they are just more cost efficient when you're looking at it long term. Like in terms of energy consumption, like you could just charge them. Batteries last a lot longer. Like in terms of miles, Teslas can last much longer than like a regular car. A regular car, after 150,000 miles, that's really starting to push it. You know, that starts to get really high up there. Teslas, they can be constantly, you could have maintenance very easily on them. The batteries last a long time. The only thing that starts to really give with Teslas would be how long the charge would last. But worst case scenario, you could always switch out a battery if needed. But either way, they're saying it makes a lot more sense. There's already a fleet of over 100 Tesla vehicles that are operating as taxis, which have been in Amsterdam, and North America is a little bit behind, but they're starting to get there, and it's pretty exciting to see more and more taxis in the U.S. that are Teslas. We're seeing Columbus Yellow Cab announced they were buying the Tesla Model 3s. New York City is buying Tesla Model 3s for their taxis. A fleet of 40 Tesla Model 3s were bought for taxis in Madison, Wisconsin. So we're starting to see more and more Teslas being used. They are a lot more efficient. They can last a lot longer than the combustion engine vehicles. So I think we'll continue to see more of these. But it's exciting to see, getting in a taxi, you normally think of rundown and not really, just like an old car. But having Teslas, that'd be pretty cool. And eventually we'll probably see robo-taxis. So even though this isn't going to lead into robo-taxis, because a taxi business, I think we probably see robo-taxis directly from Tesla, but still it's interesting to see that we are seeing taxi companies start to use Teslas more often. They're realizing that the cost benefits are just there.